Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the life of a true legend, a man who became a global icon, a philosopher, and the father of mixed martial arts. We're talking about the one and only Bruce Lee. But this isn't just a story about flying kicks and lightning-fast punches. It's a story about a kid from Hong Kong who defied expectations, broke down racial barriers in Hollywood, and developed a philosophy that continues to inspire millions. So, how did the little dragon become one of the most influential figures of the 20th century? Let's get into it. Born Lee Junfan in San Francisco in 1940. The year of the dragon. His journey began in the most unlikely of places on a film set. His father was a famous Cantonese opera star, and by the time Bruce was a teenager, he'd already appeared in about 20 films. He was a natural performer, but he was also a handful. On the streets of Hong Kong, he was known for getting into fights. To channel that energy, his parents enrolled him in Wing Chun Kung Fu classes under the legendary Grandmaster IP Man. This was a turning point. Martial arts wasn't just about fighting anymore. It became a discipline, a way of life. At 18, with just $100 in his pocket, his parents sent him back to America to claim his citizenship and start a new life. He finished high school in Seattle, worked in a restaurant, and started teaching the martial arts he loved so dearly. He enrolled at the University of Washington, where he studied philosophy, psychology, and drama. It was here he began to formulate his own unique ideas, questioning the rigid, classical styles of martial arts. He famously said, "Absorb what is useful, discard what is useless, and add what is specifically your own." This philosophy was the seed for Jeet Kune Do, the way of the intercepting fist. It wasn't a style, it was a concept. It was about efficiency, directness, and adapting to any situation. Bruce believed the best fighter wasn't a boxer, a karateka, or a judoka, but one who could flow seamlessly between all ranges of combat. He was essentially creating the blueprint for what we now know as mixed martial arts, decades before it became a worldwide phenomenon. His skill was undeniable, and it wasn't long before Hollywood noticed. His big break came with the TV series The Green Hornet, where he played the sidekick, Kato. But here's the thing, Bruce Lee was no one's sidekick. Audiences were mesmerized. His speed, his intensity, his charisma. He stole every scene he was in. For the first time, an Asian actor was portrayed as a powerful, capable hero on American television, not a stereotype. He shattered perceptions. Despite this, true stardom in Hollywood was elusive. He faced constant discrimination. Studios weren't ready for an Asian leading man. Frustrated, but not defeated, Bruce made a bold move. He returned to Hong Kong. He knew that to conquer Hollywood, he first had to conquer the Asian film industry, and conquer it. He did. In 1971, The Big Boss was released. It smashed every box office record in Hong Kong. Bruce Lee wasn't just a star. He was a supernova. He followed it up with Fist of Fury, another massive hit that showcased his incredible athleticism and dramatic range. In these films, he often played the underdog, fighting against injustice and oppression, becoming a symbol of national pride for Chinese people around the world. He then took complete creative control, writing, directing, and starring in The Way of the Dragon. This film gave us one of the most iconic fight scenes in history. Bruce Lee versus Chuck Norris in the Roman Coliseum. It was a clash of titans, a masterpiece of fight choreography that is still studied today. With his status as a global superstar cemented, Hollywood came calling again. This time, it was on his terms. He partnered with Warner Brothers for Enter the Dragon. This was it, the film that would make him an international household name. The film that would introduce the West to the beauty and power of Kung Fu cinema on a grand scale. The production was a fusion of East and West, a true testament to Bruce's vision of breaking down cultural barriers. The training regimen for this film was legendary. Bruce was in the physical shape of his life, a perfect specimen of human potential. His dedication was absolute. He oversaw every detail, ensuring the fight scenes were authentic, dynamic, and unlike anything audiences had ever seen before. He wasn't just acting. He was sharing his art, his philosophy, with the world. Tragically, just 6 days before Enter the Dragon premiered in Hong Kong, the world was stunned. On July 20th, 1973, Bruce Lee passed away at the age of 32. The official cause was a cerebral edema, a swelling of the brain, believed to be a reaction to a painkiller. His death was a profound shock, a loss that is still felt to this day. He never got to see the global phenomenon that Enter the Dragon would become. The film was a worldwide sensation, igniting a global kung fu craze and posthumously making Bruce Lee the most famous movie star on the planet. But his legacy is so much more than just his films. Bruce Lee was a thinker, a philosopher. His personal library contained over 2,500 books on everything from combat to psychoanalysis. He taught us to be like water, to be formless and shapeless, able to adapt and overcome any obstacle. He wrote, "The successful warrior is the average man with laser-like focus." It's a message about the power of dedication and self-belief that resonates far beyond the He showed the world that strength comes in all shapes, sizes, and colors. He inspired a generation of athletes, actors, and everyday people to push their limits, to break their own molds, and to express themselves honestly. From Jackie Chan to UFC fighters to kids practicing in their garages, his influence is immeasurable and everywhere. Bruce Lee's life was like a cometa brilliant, fiery streak across the sky that burned out far too soon but left an afterglow that will never fade. He wanted to be more than just a movie star. He wanted to be an artist of life. And in his short 32 years, he achieved just that, creating a legacy that continues to inspire, to motivate, and to challenge us to be the very best version of ourselves. He truly was the little dragon who taught the world to roar. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through the incredible life of Bruce Lee. If you found this story as inspiring as I do, please hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the lives of legendary figures. Let me know in the comments what you admire most about Bruce Lee. Until next time, stay curious and be water, my friend.